Yo, this is it right here, guys. This is the setup. This right here, I probably just moved a whole ass mile from way down there. I tried to come here yesterday. As you can see, it's a beautiful day. Yesterday, my car got stuck in the snow. We're just on a trail. There's supposed to be a cave up there, but the snow is too thick now, so I just can't even move it at all. So we're just gonna set up shop right here. So let's get to it, guys. I brought everything right here. This is the loot we got, guys. We got a nice little bong wobble map. We're gonna set him up over there. We got some drones. And let's just get into it, guys. I don't wanna waste your time any longer. I'm gonna teach you guys how to do that cool light transition you saw in the intro. So let's get right into it. Guys, this video idea is so genius. Like, who needs a fridge or a mini cooler when you got the snow, man? Look what we got here. Some Pinot Grigio? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm a wine guy, and yet I don't even know how to pronounce wine. Like, what is wrong with me? All right, so we're just gonna leave him chilling there, and we're gonna finish setting up shop. So let's get to it. Mic test. Mic test, 1, 2. Okay, I got a new mic plugged in. Let's see if this is any better. Yeah, guys, I don't think Samsung or Corsair expected people to make Call of Duty tutorials in the middle of the snow after a blizzard. Pretty sure that's not what they had in mind. And now the mouse is dead too, of course. But anyway, guys, welcome to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is OutofOrder. I make videos on editing and all sorts of other cool stuff. My feet are like submerged in like a foot of snow right now. But nevertheless, guys, let's just get into the video. So I'm sorry if you hear the tapping and everything. That's just my mouse, right? I had a nice mic, a Blue Yeti. It died while I was trying to record. Like, I don't know. I think the snow got to it or something, right? I just bought that mic too. It was $40 and it doesn't even want to work, all right? So snow, don't underestimate the powers of Mother Nature. But nevertheless, guys, let's get into this. So the clips are to my edit Heartstruck. If you're watching this super early because you have notifications on, then the clips aren't out yet. But if you're watching this a little bit later, then the clips are all ready to edit. So yeah, I'll leave a link to them down below. So yeah, this is the clip right here we're gonna use. I mean, it's all right, but this will work for what we're trying to do. I'm just gonna show you how to do that clean transition I did. Now, I also did use Trapco Particular, which I have a tutorial on down below. You could check that out also. I'll probably make it again, honestly. That video needs to be done again. Yeah, I need to redo it. So this right here, I'm gonna just slow it down with timer map. So I'm just gonna right click, go on timer map, or you could do Control-Alt-T. So I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna do this really quick because I want to get this over with so I don't freeze to death, because I've been out here a minute and it's like -Celsius right now. So as you can see, this is kind of cool. I'm gonna actually open this and then I'm gonna turn on motion blending so that when you slow it down a lot, you don't drop frames. It's not gonna lag or stutter or anything like that. So I'm just gonna do that right there. Honestly, let's do the POV, because I did it with a cinematic. I did it with 2 frozen cinemas, I'm pretty sure. So let's try a POV. That might actually be really cool. So this right here, I kind of want to slow down on him scoping in. So I'm gonna make a keyframe at the start of that clip, and then I'm gonna zoom in again, make it kind of slow. And then I'm just gonna cut straight to the shot because I don't really care about the scope in effect. Another thing I like to do, guys, is I like to have 1 frame of the scope. So just like this, right? So I'll add like a scope overlay on here. I did do that with sync, so you could check that out down below as well. Dude, I'm literally just linking to a bunch of tutorials, man. You watch one OutofOrder video and you're just like stuck in my cycle now. It's like Apple, bro. You buy one product and now you're stuck. Okay, so we're just gonna do kind of a cool scope in like this maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna show you the transition now. So to do that transition, what I like to do is I'm gonna duplicate 2 layers of the second clip, right? So this is the first clip. This one right here is gonna fade into this clip. And then so what I like to do is have 2 of these. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide this top one, right? And then this bottom one, I'm gonna change it to over here in the bottom left. I'm gonna click this button. It's gonna open this menu. And then I'm gonna change it to lighten. Now with the lighten selected, I'm gonna have that fade in really quickly, like right here. So it's gonna come here. And then I like to always ease it. And with lighten, actually, I like to have it kind of start slower, which is kind of different. Usually you want the effect to come in right away. But with lighten, it looks better if it's a little bit slower. So something like this. And then as you can see, the top layer is going to come in now too. So I'm going to have that at 100%. This is not going to have the lighten effect because this is actually going to be the clip like finally fading in. Then we're going to have this dragged out. We're gonna bring this out here. So as you can see, that's pretty much the transition right there. That's how I did it, right? But we're not finished, right? We gotta add some style to it. So I'm gonna press Control-Alt-Y to create an adjustment layer. Once I have that there, now I'm gonna add some cool effects, right? So what I like to add is I usually do uni glow. You could use any glow. You could even use the default AE glow. Don't use normal S glow, right? S glow is pretty ass. S Ultra Glow is still kind of ass, but it's a little bit better. So I'm just gonna add a slight little glow with uni, and then I like to have my threshold just barely like all the highlights there. Not too much, right? Like, you don't want to get all the here, but you do want the sky to like fully be glowing. All right, you know what? I just realized I haven't even opened up my wine yet. Let's take a sip. I usually don't like Pinot Grigio, but I mean, it's boxed, you know? How could you not want to try this? Oh, that's good. It's made with melon and pear, it says. Not bad. Hey, maybe the rumor is true that liquor does warm you up. This ain't liquor, but we'll find out. Okay, guys, so let's get back to the tutorial, right? You kind of want the size to be a little bit. The intensity, we're going to keyframe that. So as soon as the thing comes in, that's when I like to have the glow appear, right? So as soon as it's like, you kind of see it coming in, and then I don't want it to show up like too much here. You can, right? Like, it's cool if you have it bleed into the next shot. Personally, I like transitions to be pretty sharp and quick. I mean, my edit says otherwise, but you get the point. So as you can see, another weird thing I like to do is I did keyframe the intensity, but I also like to lower the opacity too for the whole glow layer. I feel like it does blend it a little bit better. Honestly, I think we're just gonna leave the glow up. I think I'm gonna delete this last keyframe, and we're just gonna have the opacity fade out. So I have the glow fading in, it doesn't fade out, the opacity is gonna be the one that fades out. I think that'll look a lot better. I'm pretty specific with how I transition my glows and layers. If you couldn't tell, I like to be really specific. Like, I have a specific look for how I like my edits to be. So it's coming together, but I think the last thing I'm gonna add right now is I'm gonna make a new adjustment layer. Now, what I usually do is I have a lot of displacement maps where I'll use a lot of overlays, but right now, like, I don't have much on my PC, so I'm gonna be doing a different method, but it'll still look pretty cool, right? So with the new adjustment layer, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hold the left click on here, and I'm gonna select the ellipse tool. Now I'm gonna select this right here, and you can't see anything because there's no effect, right? But if I add fill on this adjustment layer, you'll be able to see it. So now that we have an ellipse mask created, also another way of doing a perfect mask is if you just double click the ellipse. As you can see, it's gonna make a perfect circle there. Now we're gonna change the mask from add to subtract. And then with add and subtract off, we're gonna come here, and then I'm gonna add CC lens. Now I'm just gonna play around with the CC lens a little bit. I'm gonna get some nice warping on the edges like this. And then another effect I like to add is BCC prism. So if I type in prism right here, you should see it come up right here. And it's kind of similar to S-Warp Chroma. It's a little bit, what the hell just popped up? Did y'all see that? It's kind of similar to S-Warp Chroma. It's a little bit different though, but as you can see, the edges are going to have some RGB splitting. And then I'm going to open the mask, and I'm just going to feather it out a lot. So as you can see, it's starting to look pretty cool. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have this fade in with the opacity, except this one's not going to last as long. Like, I don't want this really, I mean, maybe. It'll probably not look good like that, but we're just gonna have it like this, basically. I'm gonna make it pretty sharp. I'm starting to shiver, guys. It's getting cold. So this is how it looks right now. As you can see, that is not a bad transition. Honestly, I think it's pretty set. So if you do this like actually good, with like good velocity, good pan crop, good flow, it's gonna look a lot better. As you can see, I rushed it because it's cold, but that's how it is, guys. That's how you create this cool, smooth little fade transition. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, guys. I'm gonna be coming back with a bunch of bangers soon, so you could expect me to be making videos everywhere. Like, I'll probably make a video at a river, at a canyon, at a lake, just cool places, right? I've figured, you know what, I'll go to a mountain. Why not go to a mountain? It's gonna be fun. But nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed. I love y'all so much, and I'll catch you in the next video, boys. Peace out, gamers.